use of driverless tractors, AI, remote sensing, and artificial drones. Even this is very, it's going to be the future in coming years, in coming time. Even this R&D is going on the various projects on that. So smart, this autonomous farming machinery can play a big part in coming time. Now the blueprint, how MUTL look this country as this one. We have 4 pillars of this blueprint: banks, investors, business people, and government. In banks, we must have the tailored financial products, customized products for the customers, for the companies. We have the digital finance capacity building. In investor, we must have investment in agri-tech, research and development going on for making the sustainable agri-business. Whatever you want to scale up, it must be sustainable. We don't just believe in scale up and after that go down. No, it must be sustainable business. And business people, as us, we must have the public-private partnership, market linkages, and skill development. And in government, we must have the policy reforms, invest in research, infrastructure development, which all government is doing, and the food security initiative. Because we want the food secure world. Because the population is growing like crazy. 10 billion population to feed is not a joke. We need the technology, we need the advancement, we need the culture. Then we can feed the entire world. And Africa is going to be the feeder for the entire world. It's a proud moment for us. Some recent achievements in Tanzania. I feel proud we crossed Nigeria by producing more than 12 million metric tons of maize. They are doing an excellent job because of the increased use of fertilizer. That is the impact. And rice production, we are doing very well. In Tanzania, we are the second largest producer. And we have the strong deal of $1.2 billion fertilizer in Tanzania for the urea plant. And if it is going to be place, Tanzania is going to serve the entire Eastern African cluster. It is going to be the feeding basket for the African market. And we can be the self-secure club. And food security should be maintained. Last but not the least, the conclusion. What we need. Tanzania is a cultural evolution. What do we call? Combining efforts from all these 4 sectors: bank, investor, business people, government, stakeholder, to achieve the food secure future. Tanzania can be a food basket for this continent. We have that potential. We have that capability. We have that capacity. So let's join hands in this growth with determination and vision to transform Tanzania into an agriculture behemoth, to feed not just our nation, but the entire continent and the world. Tanzania can be that opportunity. Tanzania can be the feeding basket for the entire world. So, last but not the least, touching your life every day, everywhere. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Please don't go there. I think you should. It's possible that some people may have some questions for you. So, wow, that was 25 very interesting minutes. I think I've discovered what you are doing. I will invite you to do the same in West Africa so that Nigeria can surpass again Tanzania in maize production. So many information that you brought here. So congratulations already for all this impressive work that you've been doing and the number of people that you are serving. I have my own questions about the number of farmers that you are contracting and how you are doing this kind of contract farming, because this is something that we may want to have in many other places across the continent. Allow me to do that. Just a couple of questions, maybe 3 or 4 questions for Mr. Singh at this stage. Then we'll go to Kenya, and then we'll ask Mr. Singh to come back again if you have any other questions, because it looks like you are not only in Tanzania, you are going elsewhere as well. So let's think also Africa, at least as regional hubs but not country, tiny markets or closed markets with a country A and country B, because you mentioned also the African trade agreement, okay, as a powerful tool to have economic integration within the continent, and I'm a strong believer of that. Questions for Mr. Singh or comments? Geoffrey, one?
What is the limitation for Tanzania to be self-sufficient on sugar? Because I saw there is a massive gap between the local production and the local need.
That is sugar, or that is edible oil as well, eh?
Yeah, but for it's only to understand this, why there is this kind of you were saying you need like 600,000 and you are producing 123, but you told us that you have lots of arable land available. So why is this gap?
No, gap is that because nobody has taken interest in that sector, in super sector. So what I was trying to show you here, there can be one potential. We should come into sugar business. Because sugar manufacturing is also very profitable and very sustainable and long time business. So here is the potential. I was trying to show the gap. Where is the gap? And if all the investor and business people can come into the place, we can fill this gap. So that's my intention to show that slide. To bridge the gap between demand and supply. What is that?
Questions, comments? Yes, sir. At the back.
My name is Otas from West Africa.
Let's use the mic, please.
I'm Otas from West Africa. I have one question. Thank you very much for your presentation. You told us your strategy. One of the strategy you mentioned, one-stop shop solution. Please give me any example that the one-stop shop solution.
No, we are already doing in Tanzania.
Yeah.
One-stop shop solution is the concept. Try to understand. When my farmers or my individual customers, they come to me, so they have the option and choices, so they can get each and everything from sowing till harvesting. Like we are dealing with the seeds also, we have the distribution of Advanta, UPL United Phosphorus Limited, and we are distributing their seeds of the sunflower and all these vegetable crops. So we are giving seeds to also farmers. We have the fertilizers. We are supplying fertilizer also. We have the distribution of toffee tractors from India, and all these farm implements like your plow, harrow, reacher, tipper, planter. So we are providing those things also. We have some post-harvest equipment also where they can save the storage losses after the harvesting of the crops. Because storage is a big issue in any part of the world. More than 20-25% loss is going through the storage only. So we are also providing the storage equipments, and the most beautiful thing with us is we are giving the kitty to all the farmers. They can sell their crop to me also. I am also doing export and import of commodities, all the crops like maize, rice, this lentil, gram, chickpea, this sorghum. So we have the upper hand in that one. So when farmer comes to me, he gets each and everything. He should be relaxed. He should feel that I'm in safe hand. I'm in safe hand of MTL. So that is our concept of one-stop shop solution. So they should be facilitated. They should get better treatment. They should feel like they are getting red carpet when they come to me and when they come to Muhammad Enterprises. I hope so. I answered your question.
Thank you very much.
Most welcome, sir. Most welcome.
I'll take one last question, okay, and then we'll move on to the next panel.
My name is Mashadan Rovo from Greenfield Commodities Limited in Lusaka, Zambia. My interest is on the outgrow scheme where you mentioned that you are supplying the farmers with the inputs. Then upon their harvest, you recover whatever you have spent on their production, and also basically to buy back from farmers at a price which you, at the end of the day, give the farmers some more benefits for the outgrower. Now, my question is basically looking at the aspect of there are some farmers at some point who tend to some other intentions, like you find that the inputs that you've given them for the project, they divert it and use it for other projects. So how is your company monitoring to ensure that such kind of issues doesn't happen? Or rather, have you ever come across such kind of farmers and to secure your yield as a company so that you don't fall short into losses as a result of mistrust by farmers? How are you ensuring that it doesn't happen?
Thank you so much for your wonderful question. As I told you, if you gone through my slide, we are the second largest employer after government of Tanzania, and we are giving employment to more than 39,000 people all across the group. So we have a very strong team on the ground, those who are monitoring this kind of activities, and our farmer selection criteria is very little bit stringent. Means we are not giving to everyone. So we have certain guidelines which we follow to avoid this kind of mistrust and mischeat. And we have the team on the ground. They are monitoring all these 6 activities. When they are applying the pesticide, when they are applying the seeds, when they are applying the fertilizers, when the crop is ready to harvest, and when they are going for market. We have mutual agreement and consent, and we have team on the ground, those who are monitoring their activities. So they cannot play with me. And they cannot play with me, and we, as I told you, we are very strong in distribution. Our people are everywhere, each and nook and corner of the country. So nobody can escape a material. So up to till now we don't have such kind of experiences. Means nobody else. And one thing I want to tell you, very honestly. In entire value chain, if you see, as an importer, as a distributor, as a agro dealers or farmer, the most important pillar is farmers. But unfortunately, we never focus on their value addition, on their upliftment. Okay, we should work for profit. Okay, I'm also here for profit. But do you want profit at the cost of what? At the cost of your ethical values? It's not applied for me. It's not applied to my company, MHL. We want profit, but ethical profit. We don't want to chop all the margin. No. My farmer should be, Ismail should be all the faces. Ismail should be on my face also, your face also, and farmer's face also. So that's our intention. We are here to make money, but not at the cost of ethical values. Thank you. I hope so. I answered your question. Okay. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, and we can give him a round of applause.
And once again, thank you so much, Mr. Munir, and for inviting me. And God bless you, my dear. You are doing excellent job, and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
And you grow like a emperor bound and achieve new milestone in the history of Africa. And you are the brand ambassador of Africa, I can say that. And this is the high time to take the head on with the other markets like Europe, Latin America, and all those things. And one time I think so, people are looking at Africa as a hopeless continent. In the past, in 2001 and 2, Africa was a hopeless continent. But today, Africa is the million of hopes. So all world is looking at us. Africa is the future, I can say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Very powerful thought. It takes me to something, let's go back to something that we've been discussing during those days, that, we have to triple fertilizer production and distribution to do what? To produce more food, okay? And we have to close gaps when it comes to rice production, edible oil production. I mean, it's a land of opportunity. This is what you're saying? Okay. I think we do have the same elsewhere, maybe in Kenya, right? So I will invite the Kenyan crew, okay, on stage. We will have an issue with time, I'm telling you, right? Because we are supposed to close at 11, and I want to give enough time to Lizzo. You will need, 20 minutes?